Enter the gungeon. Yeah. Enter the gungeon. Yeah. Holy shit, I'm alive, baby. Enter the gungeon. Freaking play, baby. Yeah. Okay. I'm ready. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to my stream, my first ever stream on YouTube. And today I'm playing Enter the Gungeon. You guys enjoy and learn what to do from my professional Enter the Gungeon gameplay style of professional. I'm so good at this game. So far. I don't want to talk about it. Wait, chat sekarang. Holy shit, heavy bullet. Same range. Let's see them. YouTube lagi senang nak lah. Let's see. Oh, first chat. I love you. Oh wow. Thank you. It's so meaningful. What the heck? Okay, I think that's okay. I love you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Carol Hazik. You're so nice. Oh my god. I'm just kind of well because of that wholesome message. I love you guys. You guys mean the world to me. Without you, I got nothing. Nothing. I'm joking. Nah, hanya bullet. Sakit telinga, bye. Easy boss, easy boss. Too easy, baby. AK-47 eh? Okay, 30. Go. Oh my god, dah tak light, dia dah tak bergerak dah. Tak ada internet ke apa ni? Oh. Alright, nice. Now this is great. Oh. Oh my god, slow down. Apa asyik boleh? What? What? Interesting. Okay. Bukan pro, what is very smart. Ah, I see. That's how it works. Beautiful. Kunci ke? One bullet. What the? Oh wow. Selama ini mencari Tuhan yang terjadi buat melani perjuangan suci padamu ilahi Tuhan yang dijadi selama ini telah ku temui. Go. Shopee. Oh my god! I love this guy, boy. I've been looking for cars. absolutely lovely thing. Oh my god. Ada orang tinggal ya. Atas nanti. Lupa nanti. Nobody's watching. Rampos ya. Ashura. King was the king and Ashura. Mari berjuang suci. Oh my god, dia lupa ini.
Bersamalah kita semaikan persahabatan
Didn't know.
dengan keimanan. Teruskanlah perjuangan, pengorbanan, dan
We're cute like that. Yeah, we're cute like that. Nyam 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 nyam. Ew. Oh no. Tak ada rezeki guys. Wah. Boom. Yeah. Di dalam kill.
What? Oh my goodness, guys, this is bad. Oh well, guys, we're fighting a boss right now. What am I gonna do? Oh my goodness, this boss is so strong. He's not dying. No, I'm fucked. I'm so fucked, guys. Guys, help me, guys. Guys. I don't wanna die, guys. What should I do? What should I did it, guys!
What the fuck? Your strength summary is ready. What the fuck? I'll close it. Nabi wassalam kan oh no, I need what am I doing? Ke atas nabi-nabi yang diutuskan, mereka semua oh my god, Dan. I fucking love you, Dan. Oh my god. I fucking love you, Dan. Oh my god. Oh my god, Dan. I fucking love you, Dan. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wassalamu ala rasulillah. Oh, listen, one shot baby. Delay then. Damn, so strong. Up. One shot that bitch. One shot. I'm too strong. Oh shit. Oh, lucky. Get lucky. Oh. Fatimul Anbiya Muhammad. Silap. One shot. Oh. Oh. So strong. So fucking strong. Tengok. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget. Oh, oh my god, so strong. Let's see. Idris Sole. Yeah. Daud Sulaiman biasa Yunus Zakaria ya wa akhiru khatimul anbiya ke atas big mistake. Oh yes, I'm lucky. What? Jangan sangat. Kena buat 115 mat. I see. Sesungguhnya manusia kerugian. Helix pula. Oh my god. Nah, okay. I'm just crazy. I'm just not chill like that. Melainkan nasihat kepada kebenaran dan kesabaran. Tidak teman immortal cannot. Yang masih diberi organ jangan disiakan karena ia takkan kembali. my god, big mistake. Mati. Omega. Terima perkara. Sesungguhnya manusia kerugian melainkan masih diberi sia kita jangan disiakan. Wow, very cool. One hit. Oh my god, banyak ya kunci. Perkara sia sakit. Kaya lah. What a shit kan. Oh. Right. Oh, I'm flying. Let's go. Let's go. Kau tahu ku merindu. Yo, let's go. Let's go, baby. Dengan ikatan pernikahan, oh kasih oh, let's go. Why would you? Wah. Mana ini? Jangan. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Easy boss. Dah like. Yeay, Din dah like. Terima kasih Din. Sangatlah huge darimu untuk nge-like video ini Din. It means a lot to me. Oh my god, macam streamer dah tu. Love the background music. Yes Din. Yes. Background music very alhamdulillah. Sangatlah Islamic, sangatlah alhamdulillah. Dan aku rasa banyak pahala dia. Orang yang dengar pun dapat pahala dia. Lagu-lagu agama, lagu-lagu nasyid. Setuju atau tidak anak-anak muda? Dan aku harap kau dengar dia. Kalau tak aku nampak bodoh cakap seorang-seorang. Dan please Dan respond to me. Din toxic. Toxic. I'm so slow. Severe slow. Oh my god, I cannot. Oh my god. Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad. Allah ya karim. Allahumma jiti dan bako. Walafati yuli hawadis. Qiyamun min binafsi. Wahdami akudrafi badan. Ilmun hayyun sama basur. Kalamu qadiramu muri. Aliman nafian Sami'an basiran buka kalima. Alright. God. Lock. Terpaksa lah lawan dia. Where I nanti ben. Wow. I'll take it. Wait a minute. Belum take it. Hampir guys, maafkan curian. Where the fuck? Oh ini dia. Ah iya, jatuh juga. Wahai anak muda, ni dan okay. Nice, kenapa ni? Oh my god. Look at it. Wah. Stop that. Senyumlah, senyumlah. Dia mati terus. So strong. That's the problem. Oh my god, no, 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 no! That's perfect. No, no, no! Give up around. No! Yeah, damn it! seorang. Ni lagi banyak streamer. Banyak streamer normal lah. Streamer semua cacat. Okay, kita excuse je. So, aku nak jadi popular. Senyumlah. Boba. Ayah. Oh my god. What? Oh, dekat. Fine. My bad, boys. What? Shit. Go. Hey yo. No. Here, no. the hell? Oh. Let's just kill the pals. Kill the pals and move on. Move on dia. Ya, kalau lepas habis tu simpan. Ha? We'll see. Rasa hati ini melindungkan kasih yang berputih. Jadi VTuber kan? Takut. Boleh pasang ke background music? Di hati ini hanya Tuhan yang satu. Oh no. Combine atau exotic atau ada masukkan drum pada string. Combine rifle. Exotic speed. Wait for kalau boleh ya itu ya. Bye. What you say to me?
Dapat hidup tanganmu.
وسلم اللهم صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم alangkah indahnya hidup ini this is shitty tiada kata hanya Tuhan saja too easy. Ku tahu cintamu kepada umat ku tahu bimbang kami syafaatkan alangkah indahnya hidup ini andai dapat ku tatap wajahmu kan pasti mengalir air mataku kena pancaran ketenangan. No, Bonsi boleh sebut. Ya Rasulullah ya tatap wajahmu ya Rasulullah ya Habibullah kami rindu padamu one shot boom ya Habibullah terimalah kami sebagai umatmu ya Rasul oh my gosh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad ya Rabbi salli alaihi wasallim Allahumma salli ala Muhammad ya Rabbi salli alaihi wasallim Allahumma salli ala Muhammad ya Rabbi salli alaihi wasallim Allahumma salli Casey salli die. Ah, no. Mana kerja ni? Apa function KC ke? Oh no. beresin. Damn bitch. That's really complex.
Ini bos.
The telephone. ilaha illallah.
Alhamdulillah, pujian bagi Allah, subhanallah, maha suci Allah, Allahu Akbar, Allah maha besar, segala puji hanya bagi Allah. Bila dipuji kejayaan kita, sebenarnya bukan milik kita. Sedanglah sentiasa, semuanya dari Allah.
My God. Die. Oh my goodness. Am I?
Hati gembira terasa bahagia. Alhamdulillah, pujian bagi Allah, subhanallah,
Alah like this one.
Why the hell was that movement?
Ingatlah ia sementara, ucapkanlah inna lillah, asyhadu an la ilaha illallah, asyhadu anna muhammadan rasulullah, muhammadan rasulullah. Tiada Tuhan selain Allah, Nabi Muhammad pesuruh Allah. Alhamdulillah, pujian bagi Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allah Maha Besar. Segala puji hanya bagi Allah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah, asyhadu anna muhammadan rasulullah, asyhadu an la ilaha illallah.
Bisa. Boom. Iya biasa.
Pasti merasa saat perpisahan terakhir. Dunia yang fana akan
Oh yes,
ditinggalkan.
red.
Amalan yang
The red.
dibawa
Red kemana red?
dengar sayu
Kayu
surat
surat
dibaca,
dibaca.
sayunya alunan suara cemas di dada, meletakkan maya, terbuka hijab di depan mata. Selamat tinggal pada semua, berpisah kita selamanya. Kita tak sama, nasib di sana baikkah atau sebaliknya. Amalan dan takwa jadi bekalan sejahtera bagi yang pulang ke sana.
Mana? No, dude.
Sekujur badan berselimut putih, rebah bersemadi sendiri, mengharap kasih anak dan istri. Apa mungkin pahala dikirim?
Amalan di dunia.
Sempit seluas pusara,
Mana po? Ang nabera bro. Nabera. Oh, di ba? Dan insaf tak berguna lagi.
hancurlah jasad di mama bumi. Berpisah sudah segalanya, yang tinggal hanyalah kenangan. Diiring doa dan air mata yang pergi
Makinari.
takkan kembali lagi.
La ilaha illallah. La. Ang rebuk.
Selamat tinggal pada semua, berpisah kita selamanya. Kita tak sama, nasib di sana baikkah atau sebaliknya. Berpisah sudah segalanya, yang tinggal hanyalah kenangan. Diiring doa dan air mata, yang pergi takkan kembali lagi. Amalan dan takwa jadi bekalan sejahtera bagi yang pulang ke sana. Sepohon kayu daunnya rimbun, lebat bunganya serta buahnya. Walaupun hidup 1000 tahun, bila tak sembahyang apa gunanya? Walaupun hidup 1000 tahun, bila tak sembahyang apa gunanya? Kami bekerja sehari-hari belanja rumah sendiri. Walaupun hidup 1000 tahun, bila tak sembahyang apa gunanya? Walaupun hidup 1000 tahun, bila tak sembahyang apa gunanya? Kami sembahyang fardu sembahyang, sunnah pun ada bukan sembarang, supaya Allah menjadi sayang. Kami bekerja hatilah riang, supaya Allah menjadi sayang. Kami bekerja hatilah riang. Kami sembahyang 5 waktu, siang dan malam sudahlah tentu. Hidup di kubur yatim piatu, tinggallah seorang dipukul di palu. Hidup di kubur yatim piatu, tinggallah seorang dipukul di palu. Dipukul di palu sehari-hari, barulah ia sadarkan diri. Hidup di dunia tiada berarti, akhirat di sana sangatlah rugi. Hidup di dunia tiada berarti, akhirat di sana sangatlah rugi. Rasulullah dalam mengenalmu, kami susuri lembaran sirahmu. Pahit getih perjuanganmu, membawa cahaya kebenaran. Engkau taburkan pengorbananmu untuk umatmu yang tercinta. Biar terpaksa tentu derita, cekatnya hatimu menemukan kebenaran.
Alam Barza.
5月5日は何曜日ですか？ 5月5日は5月5日は何曜日ですか？
It's good.
5分5月5日は何曜日ですか？曜日
It's good.
5月5日は何曜日ですか？ 5月5日は何曜日ですか？
It's good. Yeah.
曜日
Alangkah indahnya hidup ini andai dapat ku tatap wajahmu kan pasti mengalir
5月5日は何曜日ですか？わ
karena pancaran ketenangan
曜日です。9か5月5日は何曜日ですか？
hidup ini
今日は2月2日です。
ku kucup tanganmu moga mengalir keberkatan
今日は3月3日です。
untuk mengikut jejak langkahmu ya Rasulullah 7月2日でした tak pernah tatap wajahmu ya Rasulullah ya Habiballah kami rindu padamu Allahumma salli ala Muhammad ya Rabbi salli alaihi wasallim Allahumma salli ala Muhammad ya Rabbi salli alaihi wasallim alangkah indahnya hidup ini andai dapat ku dakap dirimu tiada kata yang dapat aku ucapkan hanya Tuhan saja yang tahu ya Rasulullah ya Habiballah pernah ku tatap wajahmu ya Rasulullah ya
今日は1月1日です。
kami rindu padamu
明日は4月4日です。
cintamu kepada umat
明日は4月4日です。明日は
ummati
Day, months, day.
ku tahu
明日は4月4日です。
tentang kami syafaat
明日は4月4日です。
Months, day.
4月
hidup ini andai dapat ku tatap wajahmu kan pasti
10月3日に来ました。
air mataku kena pancaran ketenangan
10月3日に来ました。
ya Rasulullah ya
10月3日に来ました。
tak pernah ku tatap
来ました。
wajahmu ya Rasulullah ya Habiballah
昨日は5月5日でした。
昨日は明日。昨日は
terimalah kami
Mei.
sebagai umatmu ya Rasulullah
5月5日は木曜日です。
May 5th.
Allahumma salli
5月5日は木曜日です。
What's 木曜日です。
عليه وسلم
木曜日
اللهم
What?
صل
木曜日
على
Yo.
محمد
木曜日
يا ربي صل عليه وسلم
5月5日は木曜日です。
اللهم صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم اللهم صل على محمد
4月4日は何曜日ですか 4月4日は何曜日ですか 今日は5月1日です。5月。今日は5月1日です。5月。
3月3日は何曜日ですか？
Rindu itu adalah anugerah dari Allah, insan yang berhati
What day
nurani
of the week?
punyai rasa rindu.
3月3日は何曜日ですか？
Let's continue, guys. Woo-hoo.
Kejujuran dan keikhlasan, keredaan Tuhannya. Orang mukmin merindukan anak-anaknya.
Wah. First kanan, kedua. What the fuck? Kanan ketiga. Great. Oh my goodness. I'm going to die. Aku nak rehat motor. Oh my goodness. No! Cukup. Sudahlah. Boleh stream di Sora. Ano? Oleh.
Yeah. And CNED's close with best gun in the game. Frenzy baby, there it is. CNED's got it. And again, yes, the close of the round and all that stuff. Red Guard did.
Oh my god. Senita lang. Oh my goodness.
His CNED's got it. And again, yes, the close of the round and all that stuff. Red Guard did what he could, but the real meat of this, right, was that pinch that came through by Tube that just kind of forced MEC into some really uncomfortable situations that gave them nothing, really. There was no fight back out.
No, there wasn't. I'm curious to know if Ascender actually kind of ready for that, or that was just a total reactionary setup. Yeah, it could have been, because it almost looked bespoke, right, for that sort of progress from MEC to be made. Very, very curious if that's something, or at least a trend that we see set here on the defense for Ascend. So initially here with the wall investment, it is a full attempt at the retake, right? They're almost committing to either getting control of mid, tube, or making sure they're in position to sponge that hit on A site.
Shoulders. Spike gonna go down.
Spike planted.
Destrium waiting to invest the Prowler.
Near from Link is beautiful on the back of the flash as well.
7 for now. Link gonna take the space. Look at this! The counter utility is so good. Redguard's left it. Sure, you can. Good. It all.
Back to at least.
Okay. Do you know what? As someone who really enjoyed Link's work on Liquid, I think a lot of us did. You know, he was quite quirky in how he approached the game. If he gets a really nice synergy going with him and Stark, though, what a fabulous game this is going to be. And look at that swing. The flash could not have been better timed through that time.
In particular to note as well, actually coming onto the sky, which I don't think he has any official reps on. There's been a little flex onto some other initiators. I remember a breach somewhere way distant in history, but this is on a roll that I'm curious to see how he performs here.
Yeah. Man, this is something. Okay. Again, it's trying to get that mentality of, okay, was it a bespoke piece before? Was it tailor-made before? Or, you know, like, this could be so interesting. The proof's in the pudding. I can't get ahead of myself because MEC are probably just trying to get the tempo of the game now, trying to feel it out, right? Who is this Ascend we're playing against right now? Back. Really dangerous position. Still could actually make a decent amount of damage for it. I thought he was dead. Yeah. Okay, not bad at all. B-side looking like it's on a bit of a plateau though. Monster can only keep control for so long.
A repeat of this retake setup, at least here with the wall.
Yes.
Secondary smoke comes through. Actually, the Seeker's invested on the other side of the map, and that will be the green light for MEC to try and find value here onto B site.
If any damage comes in, I'll be really surprised. Surely they clear half wall. They're going to check this. Yeah, Chronicle does.
Yeah.
Very diligent work from MEC. Very diligent, because I got a little nervous with that. Ooh. Oh. And you know what? If it's like a mad shot like that, okay, you get on that try. The classic CNED.
No,
just like this is the slow kind of trotting along and hits that. Of course. Of course. Link should never win this fight.
Yes.
I think he knows that now. He's like, not for me. 10 seconds for his secondary flash to come back around, but there's actually a rifle left there, so they could at least get the upgrades. This, exit-wise, kind of tricky. I guess they could dip through CT for MEC. But again, they'll probably be pretty happy with these 2 rifles. They may not have to go for much more. Walking away with that, again, this was the bonus. So for MEC, this was a must-have. They do keep 3 alive. They've got the spike down. They've been, you know, they're doing as is required, taking the box, but that's still good chip damage done for Ascend.
Is here 3? Well, actually, with Nats bringing the Bulldog across, you can't even really say 3 rifles saved.
Can't say it. No, 2.5.
And obviously, with Shados struggling financially.
Power up round.
They will get a drop across. Redguard, though, only going to be able to pick up a light armor and a rifle unless he gets that drop. So yeah, even though 3 survive, you look at it and you think, actually, they come out of this struggling just a little bit.
Yeah, this has to be real to the point for MEC. For money's sake, you want to see this round be clean for them, a good round. But now let's look at Ascend. How do they look now they're in the buy, right? What do they have to work with? And a lot of attention towards middle. Cena taking a lot of the strain here. This is risky stuff.
JD.
Has to dip away. Starts left on a platter as Cena just dips away.
New blood.
Got tagged up by the owl drone. Vac looking to Ascend are really trying to fight this out.
JD.
Risky, and it wasn't pretty. Vac
JD
punished for that swing, and JD that time gets it. So they've got 2 picks already this round. Above a minute still remaining too.
Yeah, lots of time and space to run the clock down here. Finally, Ascend make progress outside of shop. CNED will fall. MEC just poised. They're almost curious as to what the back line of this setup looks like. I think actually Shados still on flank duty, at least watching towards that way.
Oh,
Still diligent, shown to the site, and I like this. I feel like MEC are just always so good at... They don't make silly mistakes, you know? It's one of those things that about them, very robust team in that. You rarely catch them in a very uncomfortable position, so... The final 2 players not given much opportunity here. Link might get a little curious.
Save it, Daddy.
But I do wonder what they want to do with this mid approach that MEC are happy to run. I mean, they put 4 players near on towards that, and I mean, Ascend tried to fight it, didn't go well for them. Link looking, but not much there. It's all towards CT for now. That's where the biggest threat's coming from. So, love to get a punish on this if he could. 2 flashes ready to go. Might be forced to, yeah, give it away now. There's the first. And the second. Actually, nice. Nice flashes. Should actually have a fight on this one. Couldn't make much more of it, but again, trying to do chip damage, trying to keep that economy at least
But
in check.
I think it being Link as well, I think why he sits at about 3,700. So to force that repurchase is actually key. The fact that MEC come out of this with 4 standing, obviously bringing a Bulldog into this. They actually are the victors here in terms of the finances, the secondary battle. As it's tied up here in round 5, we'll see actually Starzo 2650. That's the concern. Because there's an operator in the second shot there from Chronicle was beautiful onto CNED. So yeah, actually just a Guardian here, a light shield on the back of VAC as well, but that operator is online for CNED. So this is the point of this half at least where we expect a slower approach from Ascend. They try and get CNED into one of these power positions, but curious as to why his tube he settles on in the round. He invests in the operator.
It may not necessarily be a bad read, just because that knife obviously indicative that they're going for that A hit, but wondering if he does get that fight on Chronicle that he's after. The flash will reveal that no one's really proactively in cave anymore, but we can see where MEC are holding. They're waiting for any overstep, any deeper fact-finding that goes on from Ascend will be caught. Now, they still have JD's ult to work with, so if they get on the site, it's going to be pretty secure and safe. So, does someone have to be held at the door here? Trying to hit that tempo right with the utility to try and find this information. I'm wondering when that next flash may go through potentially, or invest the dog, as now you can see that all goes up. Our drone comes out. It's looking likely that the site hits on the way. Chronicle tries to lead forward. He does. Link's there spamming away, but doesn't really find much connection. Chronicle took a lot of damage. That's just JD to take a whole lot of damage. And Link's going to find Redgar. Unhand flash through the wall, but it doesn't quite get what he wants. Link just has to relinquish for a second. Paranoia towards default, but the ult's up.
One dead.
And that finally shows his hand, finds the backstab onto Link. Able to back away as well. I'm curious here, because Chronicle's caught. He was very low HP. JD down to 10 as well.
Oh, they are the walking wounded. This is still dangerous as hell. Knife back up in 5 maybe for Shados, but he's just more worried about what's in front of him. They're desperate to hold this. Again, yes, Nats can keep them somewhat safe, but he's your last line of defense.
Let's go,
Wants now
JD.
go walkabouts. He's now down. JD
fuck.
holds it. Ult stays up, and they just can't clear these
No.
players. They're holding on. Yes, back removes Nats. Oh, there we go. And now it's game back on JD. Can he deny it? Gets in.
No!
Kills the player, trying to defuse the spike. Oh my word, but look at the HP that was remaining on some of those players towards the end. The spray could have killed both of them potentially, but no, they stay alive, they keep it moving, and Ascent actually make it through with that operator still in play, Vac still standing.
You.
I thought that was wraps. With Nats coming in through the door, Mike, you highlighted that position, that timing was perfect, and somehow it still gets turned around.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Nats is waiting for there, because you almost want him to be the one to buy time. Outside of this Viper's pit,
It's too hard to clear.
and it's JD so close to getting away as well. So close.
Oh no!
Okay, looks like
Not
another. I
good.
say AP, so I'm looking at the spike. I'm not sold on that yet. And the first challenge, a lot of support around this too. Vac is on the other side. It's not CNED.
Take flight.
So this will be information. Oh, that's plenty. But Redgar's super close. He's
No.
way ahead of this. That's big info found, and a frag too. Redgar gonna be frustrated with that, I'm sure.
Redgar.
They're gonna carry on pushing this. There's a pop flash through the smoke, but that flash isn't good enough because there's a doorway in between. But actually, Chronicle's still gonna get Stark, so CNED has to fill this void here.
Chronicle actually forced a little deeper, down to 54 HP as well. Nats, if he can find a successful lurk here. The spike is actually here towards B now, but Nats, the last one standing. Will Monster expect this?
Timing.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he's still looking.
No.
Yeah, he's still looking monster. Man, the mentality to keep that in mind, that there's that window of chance, that window of timing that happened. Oh, that's unreal. But Shadows trying to catch anyone over pushing here, which don't know if Link explores that too far. Again, their money's not super solid yet. Shados could find some timing. He does. Catches Link.
30 seconds
It's
left.
a rifle now gone. It is a 3v2, but it's a spike, right? Like that being down in the middle of defenders' territory, you're just not going to get that back easily. So options dwindling and formality towards the end of the round here. Nothing much
An
more to be
awkward
called.
save as well. I'll have to see how the finances lie for JD, Nats, and Redgar. Obviously,
10
Chronicle does
seconds
have that Blade Storm available now, possibility to cycle out the operator, but this is one of those uncomfortable rounds where you're almost like, yes, we have to save, but does it throw things off kilter? Got to consider there's going to be a shield investment here for Chronicle. Shados only bringing across 100 credits. It's kind of intact as it adds, 3 or potentially 4 offset of each other here in terms of the finances. And you're right. The fact that he still drifts deep here, the opportunity for Monster to just sit back pillar and hold the angle on main.
Sure. And I feel as though if he'd done that, if he'd sat in that back pillar position, Nats probably would find a kill on him, mate. You know what I mean? Like there could have been that little moment that you could spun that around, but as we start seeing it here, looking towards that cave approach. Oh, and Shadows does have his ult, so see how that comes into effect. Actually, plenty of ults now starting to cycle through. Nats, Shados, Redgar, Chronicle, all have theirs.
Yeah, you look at it here, unless Redgar can find something to open up, don't expect Chronicle to be following through on a null command unless he passes that operator across to JD. Tries to make use of the Blade Storm. But it's just it's a weird setup here to see what mech can really string together.
Okay, well, a patient beginning. Look at the different tempo now that we're seeing come out. Much slower, much more considered. Smoking towards elbow, maybe allowing a little bit more of a peek coming out from Vac. The mecha slowly encroaching towards that B site. Now, you can see it's 4 players towards A, so this is a long old rotate. This is not going to be easy. Hunter's Fury Pop trying to just desperately make it land all the way through, buy a couple more precious seconds in safety. So there's no way you get away with this. Surely not. Surely this gets checked.
Oh my god, he gets Chronicle.
By Chronicle. So. And the smoke goes back up. He's buying more time. 10 seconds. Mecha done. They have to save.
It's beginning to get uncomfortable to watch. Mech feel as if they have the elements of surprise in this round. Nats will find a freebie, but we'll be able to find this upgrade.
Would you like that, Judge?
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
And it's just, this just feels just absolute desperation mode in the late round for Mech. No confirmation of any info on the backside of this. It's just, right, cool, let's pop the null command, roll the dice. Let's see if we get through. And that offset of the finance is now looking a little more precarious.
Oh, yeah. I'm seeing that. And there it was. And remember how late this hit was. That smoke coming in so clutch. Pops it down and just had to body block it. Basically, that's it. 2 ults burnt on the back of a Judge. Nasty. Real nasty. I guess credit as well goes to Vac a little there in that posting the Hunter's Fury just purely to buy a couple extra seconds. Stop them being able to crest it.
Either the Hunter's Fury finds a tag or it forces them into the poison orb into the Judge. Yes, Mech
Why are
avoids
there only 6
any
crumb
damage
files?
whatsoever from the Hunter's Fury, but
Well, children, soon my body
you're not
will
getting past the
explode
Judge
from
inside that
exhaustion.
smoke there. They're able to layer these
Please
smokes
place my
with the
bits
poison orb, with obviously
in trees
Starzo
where
being
they
the
will be
omen as well.
reclaimed
So
by nature.
that's what you really think for some of these late round hits, whether or not they actually feel comfortable at all for Mech.
And they are forcing this one up as much as they can here, Meg. They need to unlock all this.
Just call me Meek.
James Baxter.
Said Mech. Mech. The team was playing. It's all about you, Mike.
Forcing this one up, Meek.
Thank you, James
yeah.
Baxter! Now I
It's
can
Geordie,
explode out of
apparently.
him, old man! James!
Tom doesn't believe me for this. He's been really nice. Just leaves me to be an idiot. And this is so dangerous. Again, testing the waters down. They've done this a couple of times now.
Why are there only
And not
6
great
crumb
success
files?
either. It was a bit
Well, children,
trade out in
soon
the
my
end,
body
and
will
they're
explode
forcing
from
the
exhaustion.
Tricky to clear,
Please
but the
place
operator
my
good
bits
potentially with
in
Chronicle.
trees where they will
misses
be
the shot.
reclaimed by
Is there a
nature.
swing? I'm waiting to see if there's a paranoia or something comes in on the bridge. Shutters right there. There it is. Paranoia comes in. It's got all three.
Right,
It's blind. How does that go wrong?
It just a little off there, and the fact that Vac forced so deep and dealt with so early, it looks like he swings just ahead of the paranoia or what, but looked like they had all three back to right, all cats in the paranoia.
Thank you, James Baxter. Now I can explode a heavy mole,
This good.
man.
They're trying to bait the early piece potentially. It's not a bad idea because, as I said, the spike's over towards B.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, see Ned if he looks.
Elderolio.
Desperate to catch something. On the mystery monster. Actually see here what the okay, well, I was going to say what the intention of this was, absolutely close.
Thank you, James Baxter. Now I can explode a heavy mole, man. James Baxter.
Attention to tube worked out so nicely there. That's exactly what they needed.
Let's go.
And they've been fighting for that for a couple of rounds, but again, I don't know what the timing was. Maybe just a little ahead of the paranoia coming through and actually hitting properly. But it looked on the money. You had three players completely vision depleted, sat there, and they still get the 2 picks. I'll be frustrated if I was to send with that one, but MEC took the time out, they came in with a plan, and they've executed it pretty well. Now, repeatable success, I'm not sure. That's what we have to wait and find out now. And you can see, trying to build their way up, make sure they can exit safely. And should be able to do exactly that.
Actually, obviously the Hunter's Fury invested, but curious to see where the rest of the Ultimates lie for Ascend, and yeah, just 2 away from 3 of them. So yeah, Chronicle, I don't know if, yeah, that's just ahead of the Paranoia popping, I guess.
Even then, bloody hell.
But again, it's literally, that goes the other way, the round's done for, right? The round's literally done for, even if that's kind of a 2 for 2.
They go mid, hold on. Yeah, flash into swing, seen it! Couldn't get away from it, the knife kept him in place. A 1-for-1 trade out, a lot of information found, and that was the spike getting dropped, and I wonder if he'd noted that. I'm sure he did at that point, but Nats with just a mad breakthrough. Dives in and takes a fight on Link. I'll entry on Cypher, it's fine. No problemo. He's pulled the rotation, but that mid lurk comes out. This timing is unbelievably constructed by MEC there.
Yeah, just literally in the blink of an eye, able to follow through with that initial entry on the back of the neural theft, just get close enough, punish Vac on that cross back towards site. Beautifully coordinated. But Ascend are the ones to try and initiate an engagement there in mid, whether or not they're going to continue with that after getting... I mean, you look at the funds, not a lot left really for Ascend to work with in the last 2 rounds, honestly. Or 3 rounds, excuse me. Had to ride through the next, but with Vac down on 100 and seeing they're down on 400 Blade Storm, yes. Have to see how that does lie.
Double swing through the smoke. Vac is in trouble. Vac's in real trouble. Vac is in severe danger. Vac is dead. MEC full control on the side. They've picked it up again. And that's waiting to see if Cena presents. He does. Oh man, MEC just absolutely elevated these last couple of rounds.
Completely dismantling Ascend, honestly. With relative ease. Not really any pressure early on in the round. This is a very vanilla approach towards A site. They find everything they need to on the other side of it.
There it is at the start of things. But and I do want to see if Ascend have responses, right? Like we haven't been able to check in with these teams in some time, and I've been doing the regional leagues. I know you've been watching as well, and you know, some of these teams they would hit hard wall, right? Like they don't have the depth to go to, they don't have the capability to switch into too much. Obviously the teams who won it did, but you see a lot of them kind of hitting that moment where it's like, okay, we've lost everything we had in this. MEC proving that their timeouts just are flawless because they come in with a perfect plan. I mean, they had no money for a long time and now they're sitting like 8.2, 8.8, like they're laughing. But I want to see what Ascend has, right? Do they have that capability yet? Do they have a little bit of it? That's what we have to wait and see.
Sure, they can formulate here. Well, and like I said, whether or not this early intention continues. Seeing an investment of Guardians, obviously Vac down to 750 with his investment. Look curious. I mean, you got to bank on him not really investing any util here. And actually, we'll note, Monster on the other side of this view, I think was going to try and get the Viper's Pit up here with a judge. Well, that's not gone to plan.
Well, no, Mike, it's not. Mike.
Peak.
Way It's really hard to do accents and not swear as well, I've just realised. So, Link probably swearing to himself after that one, not happy with how it's gone down. And well. Good luck, Sarzo. 1v5. Where has MEC just pulled this out of?
There's a word there that I shouldn't say on broadcast.
Double dare you.
They pulled out their ass, honestly. It's seemingly come from nowhere. Like,
baby, let's go back.
But it's come at such a peculiar point of this half because Ascend were in total control. It didn't really feel as if MEC were finding any points of weakness to try and exploit. I don't think Ascend were really overzealous in their approach to try and find an engagement early on in the round. So MEC
last round in the half.
All right,
produces from nothing. You think about when you think about the last few rounds actually in Ascend's run at least, or their streak of rounds, where MEC have just allowed the clock to completely expire and they're pushing into a judge on the back of the null command onto B site. There's 4 rounds unanswered now. It will just be the light shield for Vac on the back of that Guardian investment. Viper's Pit this time around popped ahead of the knife. Which I think was the intention previously with that judge in hand. Like.
Alright. Ults up. Smoke, I think, just went in towards Tube as well, just because they want to make sure there's no one down there. And I want to see if this maybe dissuades MEC a little from this just almost robotic approach that's just so hard to clear. Now, investing the Aldrone through too, this is nice. Redgar going to try and find some information. No one actually off the back of it. Now, Seekers as a response, right? It's the information trade here.
Somehow, actually, Monster still avoided that Aldrone. MEC going to try and take advantage here towards B site on the back of this pressure. Seen her desperate to try and neutralize this though, and actually a ton of information on the back of the what? The recon pings 3 Shalos with the wide swing finds the second Lauren. What?
God damn!
I'm reporting them right now. This doesn't even look human how they're playing. Spike can go down and Starks and Monster are just left stunned by all of what's occurred. Yes, they'll find JD, but how do they clear this site? You've got a player just slowly working through and it's Redgar. Early warning signal at the very least. Still gonna actually punish Darkso. This is looking like a 5-7 all over. Monster.
Redgar
tries to take the fight and loses. Redgar too good for him. Man, what are those shots? Was that Shados doing that?
Shados just doing absolute robot things.
Yeah, literally. Just straight up RP and KO right now. That was... Those 2 shots were actual filth. I just don't know what happened those last 5 rounds with MEC. Ah, good. I have information. I'll try and spam it. Oh no, the aimbot's here.
The second
no, he's also
onto
here.
back is just that's outrageous.
I'm pretty sure he got the dink as well.
Yeah. Wow. Well, somehow you come out of that and MEC are ahead by 2 rounds.
feels almost like a miracle after how it started. It just didn't feel like that was the way it was going to go. Okay, well, we dive back in on the second half, and Chronicle, I saw what was happening with Shados. I was like, well, I'll have a bit of that then. Go on, give me a go. Chronicle just backhands 3. Where has this team just come from? Oh.
Still very good utility here on Monster, actually. Wall hasn't been invested just yet. There's a window of opportunity to find some space towards A site, but they got to be quick. This flank's coming fast.
It is on the way. And obviously we know it and they don't. They don't know what this time limit is. It's probably going to go down. That's just trying to get the timing right. All right. Door now open. And...
Vac's got into shop.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, panic. Panic time. There's 2 men here. Yeah, sorry, Monster. Hope you win your fight. I've got other problems here in Cave. Now, he's got himself around. He does give himself at least a 1v1 against JD, but that's only for a moment's time. Support's here. Cavalry's arrived, and it's Nats. 8 on the board for MEC, and these guys looking different. I don't know who's sat on the PC. I don't know who this is. It looks like a whole different team.
But the composure's so much better than Split as well. They have to dig themselves out of this rut. Not allow Ascend to run away with this map here. Chronicle with a fantastic opener here. Again, finds the headshot there to follow up onto Starzo. Yeah, that's Ascend throwing bodies on the line as well to try and find entry.
Okay. I'm still just waiting for the next obscene thing for MEC to do. I just feel like a passenger in this. Flash goes in, doesn't quite get what they want. Chronicle needs to be cautious here. Spike's actually down, so right under the nose of MEC, but they don't seem too fast. They have the retake in mind here. What does this post plant really have? I mean, yes. I guess mushroom It's been one of those days, Mike. One of those days. Right. Let's see how good your setups are. Any dirty little lineups? CNED could have done with that. Oh, again. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Yeah, Monster's doing all right, though. He's still kept them away from this. The line of sight the Monster has! You absolute rats! The back line! Get out of it, Monster!
The plant comes through in a position Monster can hold from bridge. What is that?
Show me it again. Show me this again. Okay, so he gets 1 because of this, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Fine. A bit weird, but fine. Oh.
It's a beautiful approach. This is obviously rehearsed.
Bangers. Oh, it's got to be considered, right? Because there's no way you're going to have a
Where does the lineup come from? I didn't even see where he shot the initial snake bite.
He was by like elbow in mid at one point, but I would have to watch it again. We are seeing a hyper proactive MEC, and Starkzo's on just like panic duty, right? Oh, maybe not. No panic at all until then. Shadows takes him down. Nats is considered removed. So 4 stand to the 2, rifle in the hands of Shados, and if he just, you know, hits the red button, I'm still nervous, but he is a mile away. He's over towards Tube, so as it stands, no real threat to the spike plant.
Ooh, Redgar actually will find Vac drifting away from Pillar. Still 3 more left to find. Shados
right?
finally making his way back.
He's been exploring, he's gone for his gap year, you know, really had a lovely time out there. What the hell more can this man do? Not much. Yeah, wall goes up, dog invested to it, and even just trying to cross the 2 players would have been a lot. So it's pretty costly though, like all said and done, walking over 2 rifles, you'll take the round if you're Ascend after the weird elevation in approach from MEC, but it's not like it was cheap.
They would actually scrape together rifles across the board, but 2 light shields on the back of Vac and CNED. Good early ult progress actually for Ascend, considering flipping this one back in their favor, 2-1 on the half at least. Chronicle and Shados both have their ultimates available. To see now is there should be some normality from this round. As I say that, Chronicle's so early down mid.
What is normality? What is this?
How many of
Nats is joining.
Did that catch 4 with the knife?
I didn't note it. Well, they go in B. Need to clear utility, which they don't do. Doggo goes under. CNED gets just slung back, I guess. And now the wall goes up. You can see the spam coming in, and there goes the ult as well. Gonna pop that on the side. JD's still on the side, though. Managed to navigate to safety as well. He's still standing.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Spray. Almost transfers it.
Ooh, yes,
to punish
baby.
back. And MEC still. There's a reason this is a good map for them.
Beautiful setup here. And again, you've got to always be concerned here. If CNED's going to try and dash on, these traps are going to cause problems. First time we've really seen it, but he's desperate to try and create a little bit of space. We look towards a bit more diligence on the way in here, or potentially VAC to deal with some of these with shock darts.
Yeah.
Or at least not allow CNED to be the probe, right? The information probe. A scattered investment here for Ascend. A Guardian and a Vandal. A couple of Sheriffs as well.
Again, look how many of them are suppressed. That knife's pretty filthy. Chronicle. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay, a bit of chip damage. But between the cam and the position towards middle, it's very hard to clear into this site. CNED needs to be essential in this. Maybe VAC can as well. The rest working with such weak weapons in comparison. Gets himself on the site. Blanc gonna come in this time. Link gonna be at the helm of that. Holds his breath. Prays.
Is that the same plant placement?
And he gets away.
I think it is.
Monster's looking like he's doing similar things. That's gone down. If he can just play his life, and the rest can do the same and buy time, he becomes a dangerous boy. Now, that could be a problem though. And actually, they're still finding a little bit of damage here. There's nothing that can stop this until maybe this comes through. Drags him away. Gets to halfway though. Link! No bullets left to play with. And they can't change the outcome. The Viper's bit changed the entire dynamic. I love the concept. But as soon as that was invested, that was gone. All right, VAC.
I was trying how much that's actually going to cost MEC, because I mean, what Chronicle was down to like 100 credits there, so I'm curious to know actually what the knock-on effect's going to be from that. But right, the Viper Spit, the only thing really to deny this setup once again from Ascend. Attempt to try and get something going on a lesser purchase round.
Oh.
I think this time around, Monster resets back towards mid. He's behind Pillar when he shoots that line up.
Interesting.
Enemy suppressed.
Well, you can see they've been doing their homework. Classic tune coming out. Chronicle has gone all the way down here. Now, Starkso obviously none the wiser. Is it just there? It doesn't matter. He's been seen. Okay. Weird exchange at this point. I just encourage. It looks like that quick with it. Going to take Nats away from the equation. Actually tee up CNED here.
On the space.
Forcing out the Seekers. Yeah, look at that. Should be good for it. CNED probably could have actually had another there. Chronicle was the one who was considered earlier on. Seeker can keep doing his work. Following him through, and Spike's on the way now.
Monster in a very late lurk here outside B, and actually will find Shados. And the plant coming through anyway.
What the fuck, dude? What the
CNED
fuck?
will double down, find Chronicle. It's just JD. 1v5. Spike planted in VAC.
Holy
It'll be the first hurdle and doesn't even get across it.
Scanning ahead.
Come on, man.
8 to 10. And this is going to set the money back now for MEC. They have a little bit behind them, but not enough, obviously, to fashion a purchase. Chronicle's got ult. Nats is his, but meh. Redgar's got his as well. So maybe a little bit of danger here. Oof. Not the prettiest of endings, but, you know, it's the journey. you go on. How people say, I believe. Right. Well, Redgar is not feeling great.
No, he's on 1 HP. It looks like Etsy, I mean, unconfirmed damage, but they're going to try and follow through on this pressure. And yeah,
he's got to know he was tagged up pretty bad. CNED's hungry for it too. Gonna get that. And the site says off the back, they went for a stack pretty much, right? They went for that big commitment towards the B site. Chronicle is still your danger man though. Now let's see what this plan looks like now. Anything out of the ordinary? Not really. Kind of more standard in approach here. And that's different, Starkso. So 4v4, there's the information. I know there's no real flanks coming in. JD with another opportunity.
No.
Okay. Effective trades, but still very dangerous. And Chronicle's not really come into the matter yet.
So we're going to try and make use of this blade storm to dash through, but nowhere really to dash into. And CNED and Vac in combination will find the final 2 kills here and brings it within 1 round. Ascend have actually clawed their way back into this.
Oh, and I think the way you've said it, Claude is essential because it's not been pretty. Like, you look at how MEC won those like string at the end, right? Ridiculous. It looked like they couldn't be touched. Players just popping off like mad. Now it is scrappy here. Like, even the buy's scrappy.
He's actually, look at this MEC bringing in his 2 light shields and operator. What's the light shield for Chronicle to get that? Board. Hunter's Fury available, but nothing else for MEC to work with now. Everything kind of dwindled after this real back and forth exchange in the second half here. Big adjustment. Nat's now in a position to potentially absorb this A site hit. Camera will be above the wall, so actually dealing with both trips.
There we go.
Both trips dealt with.
Get going. Unleashing CNED. Nats now knows he's under pressure. He's got so many places to worry about. No flash through the wall though, so it's a paranoia that comes in, but it's Chronicle to find Starkso. Redgar gonna post down the ult as well. Tag no frag yet. Let's see if he gets it on the 3rd. No. So again, they still get to keep 4 in this post plant. Do they have any lineups, anything to lean on? Monster just trying to play the ult more than anything, which is fair enough. Tagged up though, down to 50. Got to be cautious. Chronicle leans further ahead, finds Monster. CNED goes down as well. And the push even deeper. Link gonna play his life here, but he's got so much more work to do. And Shados and Nats not allowing it this time. MEC make it to 11.
You see here, also Redgar a little behind the curve in terms of the investment of the Hunter's Fury as well. Doesn't come through when the spike's being planted, or at least just towards the end of it being planted. Unable to really capitalize on the opportunity to find a freebie. And there's so much pressure coming onto Monster. He's forced out of this. You almost think with the way that Ascend have approached some of these post plants on A, get the Viper's bit down, secure the plant, and back out again. They've looked really good for these kind of geeky holds and that reset in the post plant.
This is crunch time. This is the big one. What do they go for here? Different look this time. Way more attentive towards middle. CNED leading the way here. Now we can see it. Shados' position. Real nasty. Do they read this? I feel like CNED's got an inkling. He's got an idea to it, but... And again, that smoke may not completely hold back Shados either. Oh, there it is. Spotted CNED. Good for it. Get Shados. Trade? No, but the Aldrone quick. Gonna come down, so it should be an indicator he's close by, right? Like, again, you can start putting together where these players are residing. And patience now being shown by Ascend. Aside from Monster, who's getting a little interested in that B site.
Yeah, JD's still tucked away on the left side. No confirmation of his presence just yet. Actually, now, yeah, we'll get tagged up on the recon, so they know that it's only 1 holding on. They will force the issue here.
Yeah, JD needs to play this really... these paranoias have been really good. JD forced off from being proactive in this, and that's good, though. Takes away CNED and keeps at least that kind of backtrack to the side safe. So him, joined by Nats, can combine the Monster around the corner. Denies 2, and this could be 10. Chronicle, it's not a site you can easily come back into. It's best to save that weapon. Get out of there, look to the next one. Because Ascend building this right on back, and that initial pick towards middle, that could have worked so many different ways if the timing was different. Imagine the punish on that, but no. It's going to be 10 to 11
almost
now.
No, you think back to Split where we were talking about actually a few engagements just going the other way. It's a totally different outcome of the round.
Yeah.
A beautiful hit though to follow through onto B site. An opportunity presented for JD when he's actually able to get through and punish the plant at least, but Monster immediately answers back with 2 headshots.
Oh, dude, I was ready for that round to go completely astray for Ascend. So ready for it just to go off course, but no, that was a huge bailout for him. Now, the money's still fine for Ascend to buy here. I'm looking at MEC. I think they're still good for a purchase. I do want to see those ults coming through, though, as well. JD here tried to hold the line so well, dealt with CNED, and then there's the response in kind. That could have spiraled desperately wrong. Oh, it's light.
Yeah, this is
shields.
not. This is actually looking like a really, really awful turn of events here for MEC, because this is potentially Ascend tying things up on 11, and MEC will be tapped out financially.
Interesting to see Chronicle keeping pressuring mid, because that first flash does high mid anyway, so they're kind of predicting there could be presence. The second is closer, so Link putting together that Chronicle's in this spot. Yeah, they're going to really reveal that. Link putting in overtime to try and get that information. Now, what does Ascend do with this information? CNED, this corner. Dangerous, but not as dangerous as him.
And Red
Operator goes off and...
Redguard's in such a weird off angle as well.
Yep.
CNED still hard clears it.
Quite a good player, that
CNED.
Right. Yeah, he's not bad. And now kind of reading the gap fill potentially coming in, right? Like the next move to this Chronicle, maybe taking that spot.
Let's go.
Absolutely the case. Chronicle's dealt with CNED though.
Let's go.
Handled well, apart from Starkso, who's still in the smoke. A terrible surprise for that. So the paranoia is going to have caught JD there.
Oh, let's go.
1 towards Chronicle backlines.
No.
Still working forward. Still trying
let's
to
go. Let's go.
Stabs, but only for so long. Shados. And is there a Ratty lineup? Of course there is. Is it on target though?
Bah.
Yes, it is. Shados forced the back
Let's
away.
go.
Has to respect it. And Chronicle. Oh,
let's go.
saving the day
bah.
there.
God dang. My heart.
It's the second time we see this. I'm curious as to why Ascend play things the way they do. They just need to buy time, right? There's no poison orb here.
Yeah.
They're just trying to double up the snake bites. So in that regard, you almost think, yeah, everyone else on Ascend, just buy time. That's where that post-plant kind of falls apart. Ascend do everything else right.
Let's see it. By this point, I guess there's no backing away from here. But even if Vac just played for 5 more seconds, you feel maybe over by main. Could have bought a couple more seconds.
Really disappointed to see that. I mean, either put the poison orb down or play off the lineups correctly. And actually, no, I see Vac has his Hunter's Fury now. Tell me he didn't in that previous. Tell me he didn't. Without going back to the replay, I don't think he did, because I'm pretty sure I looked at it before that round started. But
the way you got the fight, the best aim.
I don't think he did.
I mean, it would be very frustrating if that was the case, but we'll assume the best.
Yeah, and obviously it's manic on the side, and I don't blame Starkso for kind of committing deep towards pushing beyond the smokes.
Starkso does work on
that. Awesome, brilliant stuff. It's once you get beyond that, it's like for Link and Vac, they've got to buy the precious seconds to allow Monster to have that value, but obviously easier said than done, as here we are, 12 for MEC and map 3 potentially on the line now. Could open things up, could get a bit of fracture between these two. Already a brilliant series. What if that high flash comes out again? No, not the case. So, Dr. Delta, but I'm pretty sure they would have heard the steps.
Nice cage though as well, just to mask. But give him an opportunity to kind of break LOS on that flash. Really, really heads up stuff to get Chronicle into a position with this operator.
Yeah, because again, Link has been going for those high flashes in middle. This time he went for the dog through elbow. Probably I may have noted the steps, because they weren't quiet pushing down here. So I'll be interested to see how this works, because it's a really weird divide on the map now. Look at the attention towards middle. You've got 3 players from MEC dedicated towards this. The back was none the wiser. Maybe they had an inkling, but not to the degree that they'd be fully clearing this. And they pulled it out in this round of all rounds. That first pick could be so essential to the outcome. Starkso needs to get in here, cause problems. Look at Redgar. Oh dear, that's nasty. And
let's go.
In middle, not really gonna back away.
Ah shit.
And well, you're not gonna get the frag, but he's definitely got the information now. So up the guts, up tube, but Ace still doesn't look like it's really on a platter. Oh, Shados wanted a little more information, and he finds way too much, but Chronicle gonna match the knives out on both sides. And Chronicle's good for one. The trade comes out and we're back into a 2v2. JD's still got the Spectre, though. Oh, dear, and the timing, who's got it?
One enemy remaining.
Stars, oh, it's Nats! Nats found him!
Let's go.
And the timing on the side, JD turns around to the surprise of his life, and Link is there. And it's 13-10. This came down to the last couple of moments. That was a dangerous game, but it works out for MEC. They pull it together in those final moments, but some of these rounds, man,
well,
I think it's ended up
they
picking
scraped
themselves.
together a victory. I feel like Ascend had the upper hand for most of that. They were in the driving seat, really dictating the pace of most of these rounds and ultimately the outcome in that regard. So this was a little bit of a surprise to see MEC actually resilient enough to turn this back in their favor.
I think it's, again, I keep having to remind myself, as much as they may be in a tricky spot here, they are still MEC. They are still Ascend. They still have that capability to turn
Chat, don't piss me off.
And I think we saw that resilience kicking in there for MEC.
Bro, I have 70 ping!
To be over. However, this series is now no longer over. We get map 3 on the docket, which will be Fracture. So do stick around. Do stay.
Bro, what is this booba shit? Hello? Okay, we need to ban it. We need to ban the boobas. Ban the fucking boobas. Oh my god. Jack, I'm modding you. Jack knew I'm modding you. Jack knew I modded you. Who else is getting mod? Someone else needs mod.
Red Bull gives you wings.
We need mods. We need mods. Fast. We need mods fast. Give Nate, I'm modding you. Mod. Kevin, do you want mod? Okay. Mod. Kevin. Alright. Chat, no fucking caca, dude. Dude, how do I have 80 fucking ping, bro? What is this shit?
Spike down, B.
Oh my bad. Garden.
Garden as well.
Last player.
You ever been at a boot camp and you just play with high ping and packet loss all the fucking time? Matches, scrims, ranked, and I'm still shitting on this fucking shit scene. Like, it's sickening. Like, it's literally sickening.
You shouldn't have done it, bro.
We need some raid supporters.
Like, I'm gonna get pissed. I'm getting fucking pissed. I'm getting pissed. Liar? What liar? You see my packet loss. You see my ping. You fucking mutt.
One enemy remaining.
Well, I don't know, I'm just terrible right now.
Widow, thank you for the prime.
I got spawn.
Widow, thank you for the prime. Sadie, chill. Sadie, chill. Stream lagging? Yeah, I know.
Jordan.
Wait, critical now.
He sent me butt pics this morning. Hands down the greatest news I've received. I love when I receive.
Sure, Yard, thank you for the tier 1. Kanglee, thank you for the prime, baby. Mwah.
Jordan. He fucked me while recording. He sent me butt pics this morning. Hands down the
I'm running ads. I'm running ads, chat. You're pissing me off.
When I receive, it's BBC.
Do it again.
Ooh, we hit 3,800. We hit 3,800. Sussy! I can't even react!
Hands down the greatest news I've received. I love when I receive, it's BBC. Jordan. He fucked me while recording. He sent me butt pics this morning. Hands down the greatest news I've received.
Switching
I
sides.
love when I receive, it's BBC.
Kanglee, thank you for the prime. Goku, thank you for the prime. Kid Zombie, thank you for the tier 1. Oathkeeper, thank you for the tier 1. Mwah. Do I get mod now for 3,800? Come on, Gorilla. Wake up, buddy.
He sent me butt pics this morning.
Veg Patrol, thank you for the prime. Listen, guys, I need you guys to sub to me so that I can get new internet. in my $1 million mansion.
He fucked me while recording. He sent me butt pics this morning. Hands down the greatest nudes I've received. I love what I receive. It's BBC.
Weak patrol just subscribe.
Jordan.
You got 2 shoutouts? King Lee, I love you more. Mwah.
Butt pics this morning.
Rave, thank you for gifting a sub to My Pet Rock. Brian, you gotta get gifted from fucking Rave, huh? Yo, 2 cakes. Save you the 2 months, baby. Mwah.
Jordan. He fucked me while recording.
You have a receding hairline? Yeah, your sister sits on my face too much. Wait, Raze is in. The fuck? Raze is in sight.
Stay alive, stay alive.
Rain is dinked, Rain is dinked. Pocket, dickhead! Dinked, dinked.
Spike down A.
No, you healed.
Oh, you healed? Healed, healed. Oh, shit! Nice, 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 nice. You made me buy a G Pro Superlight. I'm gonna, after LCQ, I'm going to, Alright, you know what? Fuck this, dude. I'm sick of this shit. If the stream is scuffed, the stream is scuffed.
I'm not a fucking streamer.
Yeah. Let's see. It. Hey! Come on, time. Let's see. Simak tetan. Itu. Hey! Come on, time. Simak tetan. Itu. Triple. Hey! Come on, time. Lagi. Simak tetan. Itu. Idris. Triple. Empat. Yeah. Lagi. Simak tetan. Let's go. Wait, I setting on it.
Nobody's trying to be a standout player. It's just the fact that this role suits what Chronicle could do more than anyone.
You said kind of cryptically, it was the first time he played that agent. That's the ridiculous part, right? It's the first time he played that agent. And it still reminds me of the situation where there was initially desperation. Defo cannot really play Duelist anymore. We put Chronicle on it. It seemed like a little band-aid fix, right? It wasn't necessarily a long-term solution. But right now, I'm convinced it is the right decision. I'm convinced that Chronicle can pretty much play anything. And I would also say at this point in time, he's the best player in the world. He's proven it time and time again. And right now, if he keeps on performing like that, he will definitely keep on being the best player in the world.
Yeah, looking good.
Saddest man on YouTube.
You gonna watch Sandman? Why do people keep bringing up Sandman? That trailer looked horrible. Did it come out or something?
The Sandman.
Jealous women. Jealous women, what's that? I have no idea. Men going their own way is what MG Tau stands for. MG Tau Guide to Retiring on 200K in Southeast Asia. Alright, this really piqued my interest.
I found your thoughts on the struggle between Alpha, Beta, and Sigma personalities very interesting.
Whoa, what a start. Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. That actually sounds like the Joker.
And consistent with my experience. That aside, what are your thoughts on female jealousy towards men?
This kind of content is poppin'. Like min motivational shit, and like Alpha, Beta, Sigma, the astrology for men stuff. Like this shit is blowing up.
Yes, many women are jealous of the successful independent man. What makes him even more attractive to them in a sick and twisted way is that they're happy for him and jealous of him at the same time.
Oh boy.
They want to be with him, but they also want to destroy him simultaneously because they're jealous of him.
Oh god, they're after us.
Single, she will see your peace of mind and get jealous that your attention is being given to something other than a woman. Women are also the most logical and rational when they are with a man. You're whole on your own, and she wants to make you unwhole, and in the process, she makes herself whole by getting you in her hole. Many women I've known
What
have
is
also seemingly
happening?
taking great satisfaction.
I would wager a guess the women he's known can be counted on one hand. Why is he talking like he's some kind of professor giving a lecture in front of a...
Like to make to all of this that I actually like the old I think it actually offered a new kind of level to it. But it is what it is, right? Going into more conservative things when you're having such an important tournament absolutely makes sense to me, but it still didn't fully sell me yet on the fundamentals of the team. But, you know, it was just one map split, looked great. We'll see about the third one.
Yeah, we'll see about the third one indeed, as we are heading to Fracture. Now, obviously, both teams won on their own map picks. This is the deciding map. Who do we feel has a better shot on this map in particular?
Oh, MEC. MEC have...
On this map?
Yeah, I mean, let's look at the results from Ascend. They've played it once this year, and they lost 13-4 to Guild. The last time that they played it before that was against MEC, the Champions Grand Final Best of 5, where they got absolutely battered.
in front of a high school class.
I think there's also another part of them that knows they'll never be able to do, experience, or even achieve as much as we do, if we're single and not tied down to a woman.
A woman could never...
As much as...
like he's some kind of professor giving a lecture in front of a high school class.
I think there's also another part of them that knows they'll never be able to do, experience, or even achieve as much as we do, if we're single and not tied down to a woman.
A woman could never achieve what I do, talking about women on YouTube, acting like I'm the authority and the expert. A woman couldn't do that. They don't have the brain capabilities that Sandman does. They're just not to his intellectual level.
That's why you hear BS statements like, behind every great man is an even greater woman. If we achieve greatness, then we can't even take credit for it, because it's the guy's mother that raised him into the man he is today, or his wife or girlfriend supporting him that made him great to begin with. They can't accept the fact that they didn't actually have part in making something that's great. Of course, a guy that goes his own way for many years and sees one success multiply on top of another, when women aren't in his life, will figure out that behind every strong, successful man is free time away from women.
Oh, I see, okay. So the lesson is get away from women, because they'll drag you down. They'll hinder you from reaching your optimal efficiency. Ah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I don't even... Why even make a video on that lesson? The whole audience is people that don't have women around them. Is it like reaffirmation that it's good? Like, hey, it's good to be alone. I guess.
But let me first tell everyone about today's sponsor, the MGTOW Book Collection Part 2. Whether you're getting camel toe in Cambodia, banging babes in burqas in Turkey, or taking Polaroids of ladyboys in Thailand, Luca Vendetti has a series of books to make you live the dream. In addition to his classic, How to Retire on 200K in Southeast Asia.
This is so fucking sad. Oh my god, what did the comments say? I mean, hey, it's a good hustle. Good for Sandman. 200K just appealing to the sad guys down here? Good on him. Though I don't know if I'd ever call him a bro. This guy sounds like he's the leader of the anime club. Like, he wouldn't be my definition of, like, a bro, just by the sound of him.
Sponsor link is down below. Anyways, now back to spiteful, jealous women putting up roadblocks in your life because you don't have a wife.
He sounds like this guy. Do you guys remember the old Jelly Belly guy? Jelly Belly. That guy? What was it? Jelly, the Jelly Rat guy. What the fuck was Jelly Rat? I think it was. Yeah, Jelly Belly Pet Rat.
Hello, nice to run for the QB.
So I'm guessing this guy went from this to talking about why it's good to not be around women. Like, it was your decision. You don't want women, which is why you don't have women, I guess.
Then men, simply because they are men, have things like old boys clubs and other secret support networks to help them make it in life. Instead of being just...
this is to all the men in the secret support networks. If you're paying to be part of that network, it's a bad network. Like, that's not a network. That you got scammed. Yeah, if your support network is charging you for being single books or whatever, you fucked up. Time to leave that network. No such thing.
Back in early 2014, when my channel was growing quickly and would become the biggest channel in MGTOW, people attacked me, even though for the majority of men I was providing some value. Jealousy also has a lot to do with dominance hierarchies. People are like crabs in a bucket. They always want to bring others down to their level. Why do you think that women are against every group of men in the manosphere seeking out freedom from women? They want us in relationships or chasing relationships,
that's so cute.
which would be the equivalent of a crab that's free looking for a bucket to fall into, where he would be held down. They attack us through things like demonetization, throttling, and shaming language. Again, it's not just women, but also gamma males that infest the tech companies.
Ooh, wait, what is a gamma male? That's a new one. I haven't kept up with the astrological signs in the men going their own way community for a little bit. What's the gamma male? What do they do? Give me a rundown of that species. The Hulk? No, the way he used it, it wouldn't be about the Hulk. It'd be like I guess like a tech guy? A nerd, perhaps? I don't know. Suck their own dick on a daily basis? Well, wouldn't Sandman be a gamma then, if that's the definition? He literally just sucked his own cock, talking about how he was providing value and didn't understand why he was getting hate. Gamma male is one step down from the omega male. Oh, okay. So it's like a pre-digi evolution of the omega male. Okay, I gotcha. So diet omega. Alright, thank you. That makes sense. That actually would make sense. That's wrong? Oh, that's not right? When was there an Omega Male? Omega Male was introduced like 2 seasons ago. That was like 2021, early 2021. It's below Alpha and Beta, but above Delta. I don't know the Delta males, now I think you're making terms up.
Oh, it's going to be played out, this behind the smoke. Whether or not Chronicle can find any value on the way back through. Hey, but still lots of utility for Ascend to work with. To definitely slow things down here.
Okay, here it is. We got some fiery aim today. Shados and JD, any more damage? No, okay. That one shot was pretty nice.
Absolutely spanked at the first contact.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun game. If we get Nat, he's got his ult in round 3.
Yeah, that is outrageous. Hey, well, yeah, 4 on the pistol round. Follows up here as well.
Nasty. Kill, baby.
But see if he continues to be as... I don't want to say aggressive, but eager to progress early on. Yeah,
Get involved, yeah.
At least close the gap.
Super disruptive work, I like that. But again, outside of that, not a single person has drawn blood from the mech side, and pace again seems to be the answer. You got to force Nats away, which they've done. Make him quell the aggression slightly. So they've built over Arcade, right? They've started to maybe make a little bit of step towards this. They could still look towards maybe taking tower space, but they now need the pressure from the other side, which they're getting. But Nats takes down Stars. Shados on the follow-up towards Caesar.
Got the blind shot
from Nats. The guy is unbelievable. How can one man be so good at this game? Vac and Link are like, all right, man. Like, what am I meant to do with this?
See if they can recover anything at all. Vac makes his way back across the ropes to try and pinch potentially onto B site. There's already 4 members stacked up. Spike's still in the hands of Link, so they do find some access here, but it's the fact that Link's on the Spectre that makes this all the more concerning. Yeah, Mech is happy to ride this out now. play on the back, and that's his contact, who is posted up. You can see him on the X-ray there with the tour de force.
30 seconds.
Okay.
That's a big stun. Big stun, actually, onto all three, I think.
That could catch two. Yeah, I was wondering if it actually caught all three, and now back. Not really going to be given much opportunity. No, Nats with a ridiculous round again.
Leading the charge here for MEC. What was that, 8 and 2 now? Yeah, 8 and 2 already coming into round 4. A beautiful start. Only consider they're still 2-1 down. That's the crazy part of it.
Come on.
I mean, this was, yeah.
The flash. All right.
Careful. Ridiculous scenes from Nats. See if MEC can build on this now.
Okay, I want to see how the fade tries to slow down Darzo here, and you can see it has 2 HP, can't commit any longer, has to relinquish that early attempt at A main control.
We'll drift away from this. Again, it's only really CNED to probe towards B, and it's only one member of MEC here even holding down this side of the map. Looks like Ascend actually try and re-hit or re-clear through. A similar late round, at least here for MEC, where they're literally 4-1. It's a 4-1 split here. Not reading into this rotation whatsoever.
No.
Actually, the knife. How many did the cats there?
Oh, Vac still got Chronicle though. Redguard turns the flash well enough to watch him kind of walk through the wall, expects more, and he's rightly expecting more. Redguard, beautiful work. And support's on the way, but it's a 2v2. CNED and Monster, what can you get out of this? Can you get the plant at the very least? It looks like that could be the case. Fragment comes in, but out in the open, CNED deals with it. Waiting for Nats, and the battle's won. CNED sharp, and needed to be, because Nats is on a heater right now.
And Shadows desperate to try and get that fragment off and pressure that plant, but as I said, caught in no man's land. Yes, your MEC here will be able to scrape together a purchase, but light shields are plenty here. Great hold from Redguard. He even finds the second here onto Link. Unfortunate not to find this kill onto Monster. You can see his HP very, very low.
30 seconds left.
But put CNED in a very, very uncomfortable position. A little bit disconnected from that being the late piece. Oh my god.
Oh, the flash! If they get out with their life, this is perfect. It is! And they can't make anything of this now. Okay, now they can. Nats now under pressure again. Dips away further. The gap gets closed. Estarzo hits the push even further. But Redguard! Again, these guys are holding the site against the odds. Starkso and Vac, what options have you got? Maybe a plant, maybe not. Nats ain't allowing it. Starkso in a 1v4. And MEC look ready to go. This is something else,
That was with the knife coming through. Nats actually gets suppressed. I mean, both of them get suppressed. He gets in, finds the kill, and then even actually after the suppress comes through, is able to TP away once that Rolling Thunder hits. That is a ridiculous sequence of events.
This is sick to watch. And for a sec, like, okay, if Nats wasn't just having an 11-3 start to the game, surely Ascend would have had more rounds, right? Like, it just feels like they're so close, and then just like madness strikes, like Redguard with like a perfect like denial of space then off the back of the fight. Oh. This is a good game. I'm glad we got to go the distance here. Who needs rest when you got this quality of game coming out? This is just the first couple of games of the Last Chance qualifiers in EMEA. That's ridiculous. The fight now happening over towards Dish. Good flash. Starso gets the best of Chronicle, but JD with a great trade.
Yeah, how actually?
Denying any space being taken, he needs more.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. Okay, trade.
The smoke actually perfectly splits them there, so great supportive utility from Redguard. As two, they're going to walk through bridge. Link, the timing just eludes him.
Oh man, my heart just broke for him. 2 for Ascend, CNED and Monster. But look at Nats.
Well, that's it.
Just about gets the information, but he loses his life.
There with the TP. Really well played between Monster and CNED. Should know exactly where both of these members are.
Oh, this is still tricky. Monster's on the side. They've got the double swing. Takes down one, though. That's good work from Shados. Monster barely breathing. Oh, MEC are looking nasty. They're looking real nasty. This is... Oh, 3-3 now, all even Ascend. This is going to push them to their limits. If we're going to get a competitive game out of this, Ascend need to rise to this occasion because MEC are looking good. Like, real good.
Almost formidable in some of these rounds, and then you think that even then, how much it's taking for Ascend to even keep this 3-3.
One enemy remaining.
Really testing the versatility here of Ascend. Well, not actually how deep this strat book runs. Because MEC definitely in the driving seat in terms of this mid round, at least in the first 6 rounds.
You want to play? Let's play.
Mirrored ults almost. We had the pop from Shados and Monster before. Now I think we've both got Nats and CNED tour de force out. And it's an all-in A piece. Like, everyone's here. And away we go. Arsenal going to take over Sand. Wall goes up. Stun goes in. Doesn't really get what he wants. Still one over by the ropes as well. Across the site, uncontested as it stands. The deeper smoke's going to at least facilitate the plant now. That should be safe. But the retake is where it gets dangerous.
So actually the Molly going to run things down, really slow things down on the retake. Stars are eating a ton of pressure. Actually going to try and get up on the fault line.
High risk, maybe high reward, but it doesn't work out. Back now in danger. Chronicle takes the space back.
No!
Main's there. Cena trying to hold the line.
Okay,
great timing for that flow to pop off the back of this wall as well. They line up. I thought maybe that could have been a double. It wasn't. Now it's just what?
Okay.
A shot and a half towards JD. A shot and a half. But it's not enough. Again, the elevated level from both these teams is unreal. This is a sick matchup.
That was ridiculous. Again, you can't really fault Starzo from desperately trying to get something off that fault line because that pinch is coming through on Sand. Everybody else is disconnected. Everybody else is playing towards either site or main. There's no real support system for him there. You see, actually, it catches all 3. It's a beautiful stun.
Oh, that could have been so good. And then this. Well.
Mixwell's watching that. It's like, yep, know that feeling.
Yep, been there, done that. Got the t-shirt.
Yeah, because that's another collat for CNED potentially.
Of course it is.
Oh, did Starzo spot him?
Big knife.
Did Starzo spot the cross?
It doesn't look like Nats is not peeking like he's aware of this. No, okay, maybe. Man, I've lied. I've really lied to you. Good flash, but he has to TP away and leave Shados on an island. Nats, though, backs him up, at least gets the trade. Lost of the life, not for nothing. CNED aware of it, though. This is a nice pinch, good pressure from both sides. Nats finally goes down. The side cross can be completed, but pressure from the back lines. The flanks on towards B. That spike needs to go down. It needs to go down now. Nightfall coming in, and Chronicle taking that space. They couldn't hear it. Perfect time to pick up that pace. Good response. Link needs to go clutch here. We know he has it in him, but they know where he is, and he's got limited options.
And Spike firmly in control of Chronicle and JD. Noted as well. Able to survive through this decay. Link now 85 HP. The 1v2 presented. Actually the double stack. The finally finds the first.
Swing.
These rounds, Lauren.
Yeah.
There's barely anything separating these teams.
No, but it has been. And then you look at this one. It's been 4 back-to-back now for MEC. It doesn't feel like it should be in a weird way, right? And Ascend just pumping the brakes for it. And if I'm a coach, I'd be thinking the same thing. Just like, I want to get their heads in the game in the right place and maybe try and cool the tempo. And oh, look at this split screen. I rarely like these, but this is actually very nice. Did you see it? Valid attempt. That double face, so hard to break. Look at production doing things.
Where'd that one come from?
Production! Enrico, we're having fun out here, huh? All right.
I saw it. I was like, this is the one thing I know that triggers Lauren to no end.
Okay, look. the feedback channel will have words if no, because in a 1v, see this word. Oh, I'm gonna spiral. I hate it when it's like live in the round because it's like I don't know what I'm watching anymore. I've lost all context because the map's gone, the player name's gone. Anyway, all the faults aside, really nice in that replay there to see exactly what that double stack
and
on the
also
swing
actually
was
how
trying to
awkward the
achieve.
trade is, right? There's a couple of missed shots come through there, but
course.
connecting with a few more within the spray. And you're right, this is how are we doing actually? You look at the money. This is the point actually for Ascend where things get a little worrying if MEC find their 6th here. Possibility to really pile on the pressure in the final 3 rounds.
And away we go.
Blind with fear.
Good early protocols once again for MEC just to deny Starzo from running away with this early round.
And they're going to give the angle back over to Nats to re-explore that
the
too.
jump.
So, oh, the mouse will jump. Mouse will jump.
Out of charges.
Oh. Oh.
Final mouse moment.
Not spawn, clearly. Starzo going to take the site though. Try and make up for the mistakes. He's already been dealt with. Shadows.
He is just a robot. He is literally a robot. He moves like a training range bot, but he just has perfect aim. He's just like, yep, cool. He's like the hard difficulty bot that walks through. You know, on that little training range where you're trying to plant on a Cent B site.
Get to the site.
No, Shados just comes through. He only moves in straight lines as well. It's ridiculous.
Mate, I've never. It is purely robotic. It's crazy. And again, rinse and repeat, but he's going to try and double down on this, trying to keep that movement high, try and close the gap. But while that happens, the back line is being brutalized. Chronicle, Redgar all there. And Starzo still fighting as hard as he can for this. Has to go back around, pick up the spike, and then get to business. But now it's the problem. It is the robotic duo. Yeah, exactly. Here he is, Shados.
One enemy remaining. No charge.
Just walks out. Just walks out. Yeah, no worries.
Right then. Yeah, let him know, Shados.
No.
What a map 3. What a map 3. Stars as well on the back of just a frenzy, slight adjustment of where the fault lies invested.
So much space.
It's beautifully coordinated.
Trying his heart
But then
out.
Redgar, like you said, just runs away with this pressure in kind of the second piece here, this late swing towards A main.
What are you meant to do? I'm just making noises. I can't deal with it.
And Nats as well, just somewhere along the line, is 18-5, by the way.
By the way. And again, Starzo, you can't blame this guy for trying. He's doing everything he can, but right now he's being held back. Chronicle all too aware of it now. They've read the plan, they're closing the gap, the horn goes out, they know no one's close by. Prowler to follow, Monster has to fall further. Now they've voted 3 players there, yeah, well, how are you going to deal with them? This is how, okay, Rolling Thunder going to come on through, force them further away. But this is just to take that initial space. This isn't even the site.
Spike down A.
High link.
Yeah, actually dying the way they hit it. Well, I mean, if it was Chronicle on the other side in that previous round, that would be hilarious.
Yep.
But finding the response,
Spike retrieved.
similarity as well. Back, gonna try and find something on the way through, but Redgar repositioned now. What they're gonna clear this close angle is Chronicle in support as well. Redgar will find it. Monster will be noted at least with having to deal with that reveal.
Here.
I'm out of breath. Just watching this, the pace that MEC are just destroying them. CNED needs something close to a miracle, and the prayers are not being answered right now for Ascend. Shados already moving in. The map's getting smaller, and CNED knows it. All too aware that this is now feeling like a formality. 13 seconds, and even keeping his life. Maybe out of question as hello. The Terminator's here. 8-3. It's getting out of hand.
Last round before the switch.
You think back to that round where you think actually things could have spiraled out of control for Ascend. Now we're faced in round 12 where it's going to be, yes, a full purchase, but light shields are plenty. We have to see how the ultimates sit here for Ascend. We don't know if we've got any other tools to throw at this, because that previous investment in the Rolling Thunder, there's even gaps here in the purchase. A Spectre and a Guardian to round things out, but CNED and Starzo both having their ultimates, that's key. Monster one off the null command.
To play, let's play.
I feel like a passenger in this entire game. I'm waiting to see what ridiculous occurrence happens next. Who's gonna pop off? I mean, I can make a fair bet on Nats, be it actually any of MEC. They've been, you know, the final boss here, really. Now grouping back together. That's the B site that they're looking at for now. It's gonna be Nats and Chronicle. Looking for that flash just to clear close. I'll pop from Starkso. Wall goes up.
Set up here on B though from MEC.
It's pretty good to handle this. Now, they will be suppressed at least. So we'll respect it. They've actually fallen back.
Yeah.
They're not even going to try and deny cross. Probably the smart idea to allow those rotations to come in.
I can't use that.
Spike planted.
So the approaches here. Cosmic Divide available. Chronicle has his ultimate as well. Lots of tools at their disposal. And that's Chronicle just going to hit the button.
He's going. He's unleashing. He goes nowhere. CNED rolling back the years now. 2 back-to-back. Holding what he can. Finally gets sprayed down by Redguard, but it's Nats and Redguard to try and do the rest of the damage. They've got to know where one is. Darkso was there, but it's Link on the trade. And Monster just about comes around at the right time. 8-4. This game feels like it's added 20 years onto my lifespan, so I'm near the end of it.
It's every time you watch
hell.
MEC, man, you just age indefinitely.
It's...
And somehow it's 8-4.
Yeah.
JD, one of the most insane players in this region, is 1-8. It's just like, what?
It just wasn't needed though, it felt like. It was like, oh, I'll just do my haunts, my prowlers, through the business, you know. Again, roll your mind back to how annoying it was for them to try and take that space towards A main with the 2 prowlers. It slowed down Starkso so much.
JD's just on full PvE mode. Whilst MEC have run away with the half. I mean, look at that string of rounds as well.
Yeah.
3 frenzies for Ascend. I feel like they're about to run it down.
Okay.
Or maybe not, actually, yes.
Oh, the passive frenzy. Not known.
No. Austin relied upon.
Okay, good timing on the fragment. And runs down that utility a little bit from the opposing Neon. Flash. Actually, probably didn't find, so Monster might get a second bite at this. And the pacing's bizarre, but actually it's worked out on 1-for-1 trade. Spike is going to be going down. I don't know what can deny it, not much. Starkso, that could be good. The second, I thought he was on for it.
Let's go!
And apparently no one's on for it because Nats has had enough.
Yeah. And again, just the immediate response, a half-second passes and 3 kills in quick succession to close things out. A little bit concerning now whether or not Ascend are going to even opt to invest anything into this round. You see Vac toying with the idea, maybe a shorty, maybe a sheriff here or there. But it gets very, very fragile. As MEC on the brink of double digits here. Ascend almost just allowed 1 buy to prevent MEC from getting away from series point. That's really the weight of this situation now at the 9-4 scoreline.
And it's kind of free sailing. Nats is lurking right now. Full lurk, and he's seen everything. Punishment in the back lines, he's already seen the players cross, so he can relay that information, but does he expect Vac to be waiting here? Vac, get your gun out. Thank you. Lets him pass, and delivers. Now, this was a full adjustment. Bear in mind, MEC changed plan because of the success that Nats had, the space that he had garnered himself. His Chronicle will take the side, but he has the spike, doesn't want to overextend. Cena dealt with, though.
God, Link.
So plant is down.
Catches a ton of damage there as well. Vac next on the chopping block, he's dealt with quickly. Starzo on this flank can't get anything done. It's just Link with 26 HP left.
Right. Okay, Mech, double digits, and now we look at that. It's pretty much that one buy they're gonna get.
Yeah.
This is the big one.
Like,
This is what it comes down to. Any ults or anything?
It's that
No.
one opportunity
Not even
before
close.
Mech ultimately get towards series point, and that's why it's so devastating to lose this second half pistol. Ascend have to stop the bleed now.
Mm-hmm.
Problem being with how that previous round went as well, Mech get a little bit of a buffer here.
Yeah, they've got what, the two bulldogs, the Vandal with Shadows.
Very strong coming into the bonus round.
Oh yeah, no slouches towards it. And Chronicle, I don't even mind the Spectre on a Neon either. It's really serviceable. Closing gaps, getting in their faces. And that's a lot of posturing, a lot of peacocking towards Dish. And then just kind of slipping away, right? So it's trying to pull that third man over, trying to keep them committed towards that A site. Well, it looks like going all the way back around.
Mech happy to approach this one a little slower, maybe wait for Ascend to overstep the mark. And running the clock down hasn't necessarily been Mech's comfort zone this series, but...
And the knife shows nothing.
Yeah. And the timing of that information potentially crucial.
Okay, so Ling now going to be warded away. The horn goes up and the side gets taken. Monster's keeping his own hands. 38 seconds now. Ascend will try and do what they can, but Axe gets ahead of the flash. Monster now traded out on, and it's a 4v4. Redgar slowly making progress. They're going to hear these rotations coming in as well. Vac trying to deny the plant. It's going to at least catch Nats. Actually, tell a lie, it's Chamber. Of course it won't. Now the wall goes up to facilitate the cross, and the site is now under contest. Darkstone gets caught on the way up, and Nats' position is so good! And it's down on CNET in a 1v3. This man is capable of incredible things, but this might be out of reach. First fight would be JD, and it's not clean. Doesn't get it in time. And no one else is presenting options. Next one is Shados, and he does not miss. He doesn't make mistakes. He's purely mechanical. And at 11-4, Ascend, this might have just slipped between their fingertips.
I feel like that it really has, yeah. With that round, Mech have looked very comfortable on these anti-ecos as well. Very, very diligent here, and even early on in these rounds in the second half, yeah, Ascend actually going to call the timeout here because they know what they're presented with. Mech comes through here just about touching on their first ultimate cycle as well. Nats ahead of the curve once again with that tour de force. JD 2 away from his, Shados 3 away from the null command, so some really pivotal ultimates in terms of its attacking half for Mech. On the brink. You almost look for even here. I mean, what's the damage worth? The damage isn't really worth anything in this scenario for Ascend. No. They have to come through and pretty much win a thrifty here if you have any shred of confidence they're going to build back in.
Yeah, the buffer's already kicking in for Mech money-wise. They're not particularly worried about that right now. Nats says his ult if he wants to bank on it. And now the buy coming out is it's limited from Ascend. Sheriffs, light armor, not much. And you've got to say, this has been Mech going above station. This is, you know, something else. As Ascend, this was a close game, and I think this just wore them down, man. This just broke the boys in the end. And it's going to be on CNET first contact. Great shot. Chronicle, Shados, add them to the tally. 2 found. CNET doing the best he can. And that's just going to hear this rotation.
He definitely will.
Uh-oh.
Gonna let Vac slip away as well. Beautifully.
He's hurt too.
Beautifully handled by Nats.
He's such a master of this. Controlling the space, knowing how to be a problem, to read these rotations. And yes, Monster can come back, but there it is. Noted. JD's done his work. Look, he hasn't been particularly popping off on the board, but that's job done. That's plant going down. That's finding back. And now the other two players probably sitting towards CT. Underhand flash. And just a spray. Nats doesn't have to be stressed about it. He can dip away to the next position, hold that next layer of the cross.
Face your fear!
Come to us. ultimate comes through from JD. I think it's going to know all three. This is going to slow things down even further.
Didn't even think they'd invested on this, really, with Nats holding that next layer of the cross. And Link has to find two, can hear nothing. Senses dulled as the cross becomes his biggest issue, and Nats is playing an unreal game. Let's remember, this guy got famous on a Cypher, right? Like, that's like, we were like, wow, he's really good at that. On a Viper, pretty damn good too. Now he's just battering people on a chamber.
He's 28-9, Lauren.
He's outperforming CNED.
And this is such a beautiful round as well. The timing's perfect to catch the first set of steps, that first audio cue, and then wraps back in, allows Vac to pass, allowing a little more time in that rotation to come through so they can capitalize on it. Puts MEC on series point here.
Yep. It's crunch time now. Ascend, if you've got anything left in the tank, now is the time. You have to pull it forward, make something out of nothing, and right now you're being made mincemeat of. Shados is there, the trade comes out. Starkso's still not going to give it up just yet. Trying to play it out from tower, but Nat's slowly creeping closer. And no one's been watching this for a hot second, so he's got a moment of chance, and has he threaded the needle again? Can he still be a nuisance? Starkso's fighting with everything he can, the denial on the res in the end. Oh, the follow-up! Nats is just unrelenting. And has he got the timing right to even think about it? No, he doesn't. Back, perfect response. It's still not over yet. Redgar and JD, the last two standing here to try and take this game now, deny it from going anywhere further, but Vac's got other things to say. He wants the game to play on. And JD, seems like he didn't get noted.
He slipped the net here. They actually got
Does he get the fight?
Potential advantage to find this 1v1. Oh, Vac stands strong note. The final hurdle.
Wow.
Ascend clinging to life here on Fracture. But it's a long road back in, and MEC have probably got another couple of buys left in this. Actually, it's looking a little worse than... I mean, Chronicle's going to be able to offset that potentially with an ultimate, but...
Last player set.
Man, this is getting so, like, Vac hero level work here. Buys come in. And you're right, they don't have a huge cushion for MEC, but they've got enough to kind of weather the storm a couple more times. Other side, not the same, but not completely far away. CNED with the first attempt. Has to respect it. Chronicle going to take the space on the other side. They're actually playing with intent to this. Last time I think it was a fake that they fell off of. They've actually left the spike committed up here.
MEC in some kind of formation waiting for Ascend to try and initiate some form of contact here in the early round. It's not going to be there. If MEC are able to isolate any of these opening engagements, as they've been pretty diligent here, or at least resorting back towards a coordinated site here. CNED will be called upon. See the pings coming through now. The intention for MEC is to follow through here.
And it starts pretty soon. 40 seconds now. Utility coming in, and CNED answers the call. Takes down the tip of the spear, dulls the blade slightly that MEC wants to use. But it's not over yet. There's still so much more to be done. The cross being watched now. Waiting to see if he can catch him on towards the site, and he can't. The spike's already going down, and the post plant's decent. They have that A main control.
They thought it was a fake. They actually thought it was a fake there. They were backing away back towards B's site, so they're actually a little off on this retake.
Still got the Rolling Thunder. Looks like investing a couple of these ults here, Link could potentially clear site. Let's see. Actually, a lot of it sent towards site and a little bit towards that A main position. Now, Starkso wants to get this to half. He desperately wants to get it towards half. Gonna draw out some utility at the very first step, but time is of the essence. They can't wait around here. Link doing well to take down Nats, and now it's down to just 2 alive. Make it 1. Shados, can he do anything? Okay, 6. 6 is found. No worries. GG. Easy.
It costs an awful lot. The Starzo and CNED come away with this with operators in hand, both of them with their ultimates as well. So 2 key things to offset this economy here for Ascend. I say it was a long road. That's the first step. Get this one. The fact that CNED's positioned.
Hello.
Hello. I've been expecting you.
Oh dear. Wow. Okay, yeah, and we were right about the money. I mean, it was relatively fine margins. They can still fashion a purchase here, though. So in other words, they've gone for a double operator here, Mike. Double op.
Should slow down Starzo at least a little bit here, but it's not going to slow down MEC at all.
Now Chronicles there. Bye-bye, Starzo. Operator now removed. You're onto one, and
Monster stands his ground. Yeah.
Through it. What? Just takes it on the chin. No worries. Shados has slipped through, but as is Link. So who's got the better of this deal? Link's gonna try and work through that smoke. Careful now on either side. You got Nas to your left. He's got you dead to right. CNED on the trade, and now it's down to 2. Vac and CNED. So much to work against.
Pulled out all the stops as well. The tour de force is out.
This is it. Flash is going in. JD's taking down CNED. It's on Vac, and that is it. Operator to hand and 3 to clear. And that is an absolute statement game from MEC. They have come out and looked absolutely hot to trot. Mike, this was a game and a half. I mean, this was a battle of the old gods, right? It was always going to be brutal. It was always going to be bloody. People left in the wake. But MEC, on this map, looked something else. Nat's got a 30 bomb. 32 in the end.
That's just a ridiculous individual performance from Nats, but it doesn't even feel as if that's the hard carry of this team. There were rounds where MEC looked absolutely flawless in terms of the setup, in terms of their ability to execute onto site. There's just so many positives to pull away from this, and it didn't actually feel as if Ascend made an awful lot of mistakes on Fracture. That's not the case at all.
Okay, good time.
Maybe wait.
Away, the horn goes up.
I mean, what's the damage worth?
That got broken and MEC so it's looking really good. So what a great sign for the last chance qualifiers here in EMEA. But back to topic though, we do need the MVP, the player of the match who stood out to you. So we're going to throw that up on the screen. You guys at home get your votes in on that. Out of this one, which name would you be saying out of that list?
They're good for me. For that performance on the final map, to pull that out of the bag in map 3, it's got to be. And he's actually individually had a fantastic series, right? We're crediting him once again on Split being in these positions where he just backs against the wall when he finds 3 kills, just bails them out of some of these rounds. So brilliant stuff from him today.
Yeah, this has been a pleasure to watch, and it's also going to be a pleasure to hand you back over to the desk after this break. You dead to right. CNED on the trade, and now it's down to 2. Vac and CNED. So much to use. Time is of the essence. They can't wait. 6 is found. No worries. GG. Easy.
It costs an awful lot as well. So 2 key things to offset this economy here for a 6-1.
And that. Link could potentially clear sight. Let's see. was that and no worry. Try and work through that smoke.
Slow down.
We were right about the money. Wow. Okay, yeah, and we were right about the money. I mean, it was relatively fine margins. They can still fashion a purchase here, though. So in other words, they've gone for a double operator here, Mike. Double op.
Slow down Starzo at least a little bit here, but it's not going to slow down MEC at all.
Now Chronicles there. Bye-bye, Starzo. Operator now removed. You're onto one, and
Monster stands his ground. Yeah.
Through it. What? Just takes it on the chin. No worries. Shados has slipped through, but as is Link. So who's got the better of this deal? Link's gonna try and work through that smoke. Careful now on either side. You got Nas to your left. He's got you dead to right. CNED on the trade, and now it's down to 2. Vac and CNED. So much to work against.
Pulled out all the stops as well. The tour de force is out.
This is it. Flash is going in. JD's taking down CNED. It's on Vac, and that is it. operator to hand and 3 to clear. And that is an absolute statement game from MEC. They have come out and looked absolutely hot to trot. Mike, this was a game and a half. I mean, this was a battle of the old gods, right? It was always going to be brutal. It was always going to be bloody. People left in the wake. But MEC, on this map, looked something else. Nat's got a 30 bomb. 32 in the
That's
end.
just a ridiculous individual performance from Nats, but it doesn't even feel as if that's the hard carry of this team. There were rounds where MEC looked absolutely flawless in terms of the setup, in terms of their ability to execute onto site. There's just so many positives to pull away from this, and it didn't actually feel as if Ascend made an awful lot of mistakes on Fracture. That's not the case at all.
Yeah, I don't want this to be remembered as, oh, Ascend aren't that good. No, they looked really good. Like, map 2, I feel, could have gone either way. The start of this was that back and forth, and then, you know, the back got broken, and MEC decided to run away with it. This has been a really close game, and actually both sides looking really good, so... what a great
Spoilers
sign for
for
last chance
movie
qualifiers here
Red.
at
Apparently, Young Shanks had a bounty of 1 billion berry. But this is the very same Shanks that Whitebeard himself called his duels with Mihawk legendary. You have to keep in mind, earning 1 billion berry as an individual is much harder than earning 1 billion as an underling of a Yonko. Oda already explained this at a SPS. Most commanders cannot have 1 billion berries if they were individuals and not under a Yonko. So Shank's 1 billion berry is not that unfair. By the way, and not if they were individual 1 billion berries if they were under SPS. Most explained this. Oda already explained Red. Apparently, Young Shanks had a bounty of 1 billion berry. But this is the very same Shanks that Whitebeard himself called his duels with Mihawk legendary. You have to keep in mind, earning 1 billion berry as an individual is much harder than earning 1 billion as an underling of a Yonko. Oda already explained this at a SPS. Most commanders cannot